Welcome back to Oblivious Maximus. I'm Aaron, one of the hosts.
I'm Ben. I'm the other host. How are you going today, mate?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Sick as. Hey, today we have filmmaker Brodie Rocca and comedian Laura Coleman. How are you both?
Oh, very good.
Welcome
Awesome
to the studio, guys.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Hey, my absolute pleasure. Ben's absolute pleasure.
Yeah. It's an honor to have you here. Laura, you're in town for gigs.
That's right.
How have they been so far?
I've had three gigs.
Oof.
Been good. Good stuff. Got some laughs.
That's
You were at a gig last night I was at. You got some laughs?
Yeah, I was back at the helm of my gig, Catfish.
Oh.
No, well, yeah, I was back running it again last night.
What was that like?
Good, easy. Yeah. Actually, way less stressful when you don't really care one way or the other, which is how I'm trying to be.
In life?
Yeah. Well, on the ball, but just, less stressful.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how you got to be. It was good. It was good fun.
Do you think that came across on stage?
I felt good on stage, yeah. I felt loosey-goosey, as I would say.
Love loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
It's a good way to be.
It's a good way to be. You've been going to a lot of comedy in Melbourne.
Yes.
So you moved down here from Brisbane recently.
Yes, like 4 months ago. But about 2 years ago, I went to every gig in Brisbane. And
After that week.
yeah. And then when I moved down during Comedy Festival, I went to like 50 during the Comedy Fest.
Oof.
But I've chilled out a little bit. So I've been going a lot, but not as many as I used to, like a couple of...
Well, the other day you were at a gig called Crawl Space Comedy, and it's a good little gig, but it's like upstairs at Nighthawks where you've played before, tiny space,
Very little.
and I was just surprised to see you there. You're on the coal face.
Oh yeah, I really love what Charlie and I guess Izzy now are doing. I don't know. I do get really, I guess, amped up, inspired, maybe. Like, I don't know.
Real DIY style gig.
Yeah. I'm really into that.
Yeah.
But I kind of go between that. Like, I also really like Something Good. I love the improv.
I've never been to Something Good.
Oh, it's one of my faves. It really is. I love improv. I love watching improv.
And this is a show called Something Good. You're not saying I've never been to Something Good, right?
I've never witnessed
Yeah, I've
something
never.
good.
I've never went to Something Good.
You gotta go to Something Good, Ben.
Yeah, if only
Treat yourself.
This is a real who's on first type situation. Yeah, I love a gig with a funny little name.
You did improv recently.
Yeah, very.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Ben Russell was doing a show at Good Chat after my solo show, and he asked me to stick around for it.
Oh, in Brisbane.
In Brisbane, yes.
Speak of Brisbane.
Yeah, speak of one of the gigs that you went to.
Yeah.
And love Good Chat. Great vibe down there. I've never done proper improv. I've done have you ever done one of these gigs where it's like you get the prompts
Yeah.
and you just have to like kind of, I guess there's a name for that. Like there's like an American, like a famous YouTuber.
Like Harold? I don't know.
I think Harold's part of Maine Improv.
I'm picking up the lingo.
Yeah. Harold is like a game.
Yeah.
Like it's a structure to doing it.
Okay,
Whereas there's these ones where it's like they flash a card up with a word on it and you have to kind of like arrive at a bit about that idea. So I've done that before.
Did you enjoy?
I like that because that's closer to that's just like riffing on an idea. Whereas like the stuff, this was scenes, which I just, I want to get to. I think in improv, they're like, don't try to be funny.
Yeah.
Don't try. And you're well, I just can't turn it off. But you are like trying to get to a punchline where you're not just letting it happen. I find that quite, I guess you got to relax. You got to be loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
More improv for Ben. We prescribed you more improv.
I'm getting a diagnosis on the pod. You just got back from the desert.
Yes, I was in I think it's on the Mundi Plains. It's where they shot Mad Max 2 and I think Priscilla.
Sick.
Not Wake and Fright, no. But yeah, it's a music festival.
It's called the Mundi
the
Bash?
Mundi Bash. So I think the Big Red Bash was the first one. That's out in... Look, this one's in Broken Hill. The other one's out I can't remember the name.
It's in Birdsville. I've been to the Big Red Bash.
That's the OG. So this is the sister one, but it's gotten bigger now. There was 16,000 people out there. And
a lot of grey nomads.
all, I would say 99% grey nomads.
Mainly grey nomads.
16,000 of them in their caravans.
Just trying to get to the heat.
Trying to get to the heat. They it's so funny because they come out there and then they sit in their chairs so far away from the stage.
Oh yeah.
And
Can't be standing.
can't be standing. And they're so polite. They just sit there and
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of like the opposite of what animals do before they die. Like they go to a water source, try to find water. Like the grey nomads have gone inland. You're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Turn it around,
They're trying to
guys.
dry out.
Yeah, that's weird, but more power to them.
Yeah.
They are kind of like a pack animal.
My mum's not a grey nomad, but she certainly is she's from Queensland and but lives in Canberra and she's trying desperately to get back to Queensland and just dying for that heat. Her house couldn't be hotter.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is that just menopause?
Menopause generally is you want to be colder
Yeah,
because you get hotter. But I think my mum's all in both ways.
She's got reverse menopause.
Maybe she wants to be at one with the environment.
That is recently going to a house and it was absolutely steaming there. And she just said she's just like, I just love it when it's balmy. I was like, this is 30 degrees inside. But
Bit of fun.
bit of fun. Got to be hot.
So you're out on the way to the desert.
Oh yeah, so I always stay in a tent out there. So I'm making all the videos out there, right? This is the 9th one that I've done.
Were you editing in the tent?
Oh, look, yeah, I am. It's there's a media tent and there's a tent that I sleep in. So I'm sleeping on the stretcher, but there's 20 of us in this big tent, people from the ABC and the Daily Mail and I don't know, their PR team and whatever. So I'm in there editing away. Normally there's 2 of us. First time I've done it solo. And I was like, I'm going to do it differently this year because I'm normally there at 3 a.m. freezing. Because that's the thing, it gets really fucking cold at nighttime.
Yep.
So I'm going to do it comfortable this time. So I get my own motorhome and I hire that and I drive out. And I did that last Tuesday. I drove out and then I hit a kangaroo.
Yeah,
And,
you sent me a photo of a smashed in front of a motorhome.
It was pretty awful. I was on the phone to my partner because she's she was just about to fly to Paris to go on tour. She's a musician about to go on tour. We're about to be away for 2 months apart. And I remember being on the phone to her in the loud motorhome being like, I feel like I shouldn't be driving. I remember you're not supposed to drive late at night because this is the middle of nowhere and it was 10
Have
p.m.
you got your insurance claim yet?
I've submitted, but it's
Right,
actually...
we might wait till we put this episode out. You're driving during the day.
Yeah, do a follow. Yeah, because I'm curious about that actually. Is that I wonder if that's a thing in the...
Well, I guess they can't tell you.
Don't drive at nighttime.
Don't drive at nighttime. Even though it's kind of common. And it I remember this. I grew up, I lived in a bus when I was a kid and I remember don't drive at night. And yeah, there I am and suddenly there's a massive kangaroo and then I don't really feel much and then boom. I'm but then it starts beeping. It's beep. The
Motorhome tells you.
Motorhome tells
No
you.
good. That wasn't good.
Don't go any further.
That's bad.
And I stop and I try to open the door and the door won't open because it's been dinged in. And so I get out the other side and it's just massive. And I think it's a huge pool of blood on the ground.
Ugh.
But it's not blood. It's just the coolant.
Thank God.
Yeah. But but it's there's no reception. There's it's freezing cold. The aircon suddenly doesn't work.
Oh.
And I'm this is a low point. This is a low point of my life.
And so the kangaroo's gone.
Yeah.
A hit and run.
That's it. It was just off to the side. But yeah, dead on impact.
Jesus.
Left this plane of existence.
And that's before you get there.
That was the night of, and I was kind of stressing out because that was the first time I'd done it by myself, and I was really kind of freaking out because it's a big job, and I'm like, how am I going to do this? Freaking out, and then I hit this. I'm like, wow, I'm not doing this job. Obviously, it's not going to happen. But then I managed to flag someone down, got in contact with the festival. They sent somebody out. Next thing I know, 12 hours later, I'm there. And I don't know. And then I kind of forget about the whole thing.
Did you leave the motorhome?
I had to get it towed. I got it towed.
To the festival?
No. I got it towed to Broken Hill, where it currently is. You know what? I actually got really lucky because I hired it from a place that's the Airbnb like motorhomes, right?
Oh, so it's someone's.
It's someone's, and we were texting each other. We were texting, and she was so understanding because she's a filmmaker as well. And I was like, I feel so awful, and I did, and I do. I feel really, really awful.
We'll send this to her.
Yeah. Please.
Part of the insurance claim.
So
This is evidence.
So understanding though. She was so understanding.
Is that a coincidence that she's a filmmaker or
total coincidence?
Yeah, wild.
That was lucky. But yeah, I got to spend one night in the motorhome because I stayed there overnight with the dead kangaroo. And it was so comfortable. It was like it's so
The
much more
motorhome.
it's so much more comfortable than the tents that I stay in.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other big part of it as well is I normally don't bring much gear because I fly out. So this time I bought like everything I own, all bits of gear, all in there. So that like that on top of the like
Shit.
everything I have of like value is with me. So the stress of that as well. So yeah, it was pretty full on.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Would you, considering like the pros and cons, so pro, comfortable, you can take all your stuff, con, hit the kangaroo, would you motorhome again?
I mean, I would do it again
In a heartbeat.
in a heartbeat.
Too soon.
But I wouldn't. I wouldn't drive at night.
Yeah, perfect. No.
Yeah. That's the lesson that I learned.
And the filmmaker didn't tell you don't drive at night.
I should ask her actually. I wanted to text her today and be like, "Hey, what's up?
What do you reckon about driving at night?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on it?
What's my opinion on
Or
it?
hers? Or, that.
Oh,
I think
I
it's hard to. Surely you can't say like. By the way.
also like I saw like there was a country musician out there, and he's like, "Yeah, I drove from Darwin and I hit like 50, but he has a bull bar, so he was just like boom, boom, boom."
Oh yeah.
So if you've got a bull bar, they're just like, yeah, it's part of it.
Growing up in Canberra, we just used to clean them up. Like they're everywhere. Like they, to the point, at least when towards the end of me living there, they were fully like there was rebates for participating in kangaroo culling.
Like with your hitting them with
not
your
with your car, but like if you would go and participate with it. But there was like basically there's like a full-time, road cleanup thing happening there because they're everywhere.
Laura, have you ever hit a kangaroo?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I.
Your story reminded me of when I was at uni and I went on a trip with a bunch of friends from uni. We went to a environmental activist conference in Perth and we drove from Sydney.
Oof.
And there was like a lot of discussion around like not driving at dusk because of this issue.
Yeah.
And someone found out that you could get these special whistles that you could put like
on the car
that would make a noise that would sort of
alert them.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this a real thing?
Anecdotally, yeah. Someone found out about that. And then one of the other people was really mad because they didn't tell them. And they were like, I thought we were supposed to be like sharing information and like helping each other, and we could have been avoiding kangaroo, but no one hit a kangaroo.
Fifth
so you
result
got unlucky
on Google is, or like in the suggested is kangaroo whistle for car.
Just in general, or what did you
Yeah,
type
like
in?
if you type in kangaroo,
if you just open Google,
Google.
that's what it has.
Really? Not even $9 from Super Cheap Auto.
Oh,
sorry. Is this really making you just like shit now? $9.
I mean, they should be pre-installed.
Yeah, you could have strapped them all over that motor.
They should be that. Yeah. That's what's blowing my mind.
They should be on every car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you drove across the Nullarbor.
Yeah.
And you took turns.
Oh, I personally didn't drive. I was in a bus. Someone else was driving a lot of the time. Yeah, we had like a bus and like a minivan and a car, I think, and we did a convoy. It took like 5 days.
That's wild.
5 days.
Oh man,
I think I've done it in like 2 days once, and it was not nice.
Man,
that drive.
The reviews on this whistle, awesome.
Okay.
And then there's reviews. 1 star. They don't work. Have 2 on each side. Have 2 on each side mounted exactly to instructions. 110k an hour kilometers an hour impact with 4-foot roos standing directly in front of me. They do not work. And then a photo of a smashed in front of the compressor. Oh.
That's some serious reviewing when you're uploading pics.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. You know you mean it.
How long after the crash was that person getting on Google reviews, do you think?
Well, that is from 5 years ago. So maybe
the
they've
technology
improved it.
has improved. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is there much?
Maybe they're using AI to
Have they improved the design of whistles?
Does it work for all kangaroos? Maybe it doesn't work for red kangaroos. Like
Deaf
maybe.
kangaroo. You know, it's like young kids
kangaroo.
can hear those like insect repellent things, and as you get older, you don't hear them. Maybe it's that sort of thing.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. How'd you get back?
Oh, I got a lift. I was actually, that was the other part. So I'm there, I'm figuring out how to do this job by myself. And the whole time I'm stressing, like, how am I going to get back home? Because I had another job on Monday and festival finishes Saturday. It's a 9-hour drive. In the end, I just jumped in the car and managed to squeeze all my stuff in with like another production crew. We're making caravan videos. Shout out to Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. And Al.
And Al.
And Al. Yeah. And Josh, he drove like 9 hours straight.
Oof.
Yeah. And honestly, I was freaking out a bit because I was like, 9 hours with these new boys. Like, I hope, that's a lot of chat.
Yeah.
But
managed to get
I had a great time.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, but maybe they were like, this guy won't fucking shut up. Yeah, it's always like that.
That's a long car trip to be chatting the whole time.
Oh yeah, I had a little nap and stuff. But you would no podcast or anything. No Joe Rogan or.
I'm not a podcast with other people guy. I can't do
You
that.
can't. It's too intimate.
No.
I've had my partner at Christmas. She's like, "Do you want to listen to this podcast together?" And I'm like, "I want to listen to my podcasts. Not. I'm happy to listen to, but then the other thing too is like sometimes if you're in one, I don't want to. It's like watching a movie. I don't want to be explaining the jokes or like the bits that are recurring that you're not aware of. You know?
Yeah.
Or if you put one on and then the person you're in the car with, you can like tell they don't really like it.
Yeah.
And you're like worried about
you're looking over.
Make a bad recce.
Yeah, you're like getting distracted when you're driving, going like,
That
"Is this
was
good?"
you didn't laugh at that?
Yeah. Write in if you listen to Oblivious Maximus with your partner.
You've also had a fun time with a car just today.
Oh yeah.
Driving a manual.
Yeah. I'm doing some dog sitting. I always do like pet sitting when I go interstate to because I love animals, but also saving money mostly.
Yeah.
And yeah, these people are like, "Oh, like we have a car you can use if you want." And I was like, "Well, I don't really want to drive your car. That's kind of weird. Like, feel a bit awkward. What if something happens?" But then I saw it was like an hour to get here on public transport. I was like, off I go. I was like, I wonder if it'll be a manual. And then I got in, it was a manual. I probably haven't driven a manual car for like 5 years or something.
It takes a minute to kind of like lock back into it.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? And
Did you learn in a manual though?
I did actually learn in a manual.
That's good.
Yeah. And then I taught my ex-partner to drive in a manual as well.
Okay.
So I did like learn one, do one, teach one kind of. So
yeah.
it's in here somewhere.
Train the trainer
It just
model.
kind of I definitely locked in, and I was like on the Westgate Bridge and
Fucking
with
hell.
the windscreen wipers on because I didn't know how to turn them off. I got them though. I got them. Oh, and then when I was trying to park just before, I didn't know how to put the car in reverse. I was saying to you guys when I was coming up the stairs, so I just got the manual out. The other manual, not the,
Wait,
got
there was
book.
a manual
book?
in the
I got the book out.
Oh,
'cause
wow.
I've encountered this before. Have you guys encountered this? A reverse that you don't know where it is?
It's like a pull up situation.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've
Even
had
a
one
manual.
before
What?
that was like this kind of separate situation, but this one was like you've got the stick and you
Keep going.
yeah. It's kind of like
And the car is a Fiat,
a Fiat,
which
yeah.
is the Italians are doing
Europe.
crazy stuff with
They're
cars.
sex freaks. They got to make it all about, whoa, and then pull the ring up if you want to go backwards. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, we got there. Only 10 minutes late.
Ah,
Bit of
Perfect
fun.
timing.
perfect timing.
Yeah, a bit of fun.
Ben Searle is dog sitting my dog next weekend.
Cute.
I
Oh,
had my induction.
Yeah, we had to do the induction this evening.
Did your dog ask him a few questions?
Yeah, well, can I lie on you? Yes.
Yes. Can I whack you with
Consent.
my tail?
Can I whack you with my massive tail? Also, yes. She's
Normal stuff.
a normal dog.
what sort of
She's a greyhound.
Big greyhound.
Beautiful.
big greyhound?
She's very injury prone
Mhm.
and very fragile. So terrified of other dogs, just loves people, just wants to be inside. So kind of the perfect dog, really.
Mm.
Just don't let her near anything else but human adults.
Mm.
But yeah, so you had your induction, and you're sitting for us next weekend.
Yeah, I haven't dog sat for a long time.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to it. Make the place my own.
Yeah,
Knock down a wall or
not
two.
at all.
But we also have new decorations up because I forgot. If you're listening to the audio version, this will not make any sense to you.
Yeah.
But I forgot our decorations as well.
So this is just a collection of stuff from my home, which is what a lot of the decorations are. Our homes.
Yeah, homes. And yeah, try and make the Humdinger ex stupid old studio look a little bit different.
Yeah.
You're familiar to being here. We're here for seemingly ages. I would run into you here when you were editing.
Oh my god, yeah. Which was
filmed-
this year.
Filmed a few things. Tabitha Booth, Frankie McNair, and Co.'s show.
Yes, and the premiere was here as well.
The premiere was here as well.
But yeah, I think it was like 2-3 weeks that I was in Brisbane at the time, so I was flying down and house sitting myself. I was house sitting a cat.
Really?
And I have cats now. That's probably the main reason I have cats now is because
Sampler.
yeah, I had a sampler. Yeah.
Laura's going to buy a Fiat.
Maybe. I mean, I'd probably try to get one with the windscreen wipers on the right side, but
Mm.
I wonder if you could get how they can change it to a gas car or something. Like if you could do
You
that.
can move the things
you
over.
guys make this less Italian.
I need this more like a Holden.
Yeah, totally.
No, I like the production design. It's
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
We're sort of into that sort of stuff.
I bought this massive ugly rug when I was really drunk one night. And it came in the mail some months later. And I was like, what the fuck is this massive thing?
who's done this?
And I opened it and I was like, that's awesome. No memory of doing it. Googled it. It was about, I think it was like $200. And
Oof.
I like it.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I like
it's been folded up in my cupboard for quite some time. So tonight's really its debut.
Yeah.
Is it a band?
It is a band.
Tax-deductible now.
Yeah, cool. Well, it's good to support the arts. Like
That's true.
You gave someone $200.
I gave them
Merch.
$200. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got gifted this Ozzy Osbourne flag about 2 weeks ago. So
R.I.P.
RIP. Haven't found a home for that flag yet, so it came here. And then just grab some loose records and our t-shirts that are very, very crinkly
Crumpled
from being in a box in the garage.
Beautiful.
When you were shooting that show, it was a very run and gun kind of affair, right?
Yes. And I want to say that I thought you were a fantastic improviser because
Whoa.
we shot that scene that we only used 1 second of, but because we had time constraints, whatever. You were fantastic in that in Catfish. You just really melted into the role.
What was the
Disappeared
role?
I mean, it was just playing a version of yourself, but that's kind of some of the finest. That's some of my favorite performances.
Frankie's character, which is Tabitha Booth, which is like a 19 kind of 60s, 70s entertainer, is trying to get a gig at Catfish, or multiple venues, and is going around
in a montage sequence.
trying to do that.
Love a
and
montage.
I tell her to email. Well, at least that's what I remember. But a second of that was kind of used in a montage.
That was the first time I used that camera. I had never turned it on before, and I got in, I turned it on, went in, and that's the camera I took out to the desert with me, and I like a lot. But the whole run and gun thing, that really changed how I approach filmmaking in general, because I've always kind of done that, but I haven't. I don't know, almost been embarrassed by it. And since doing that, and the kind of the response, the positive response that it had has kind of given me a lot of confidence. And now I'm like, fuck the cruise. I want to DIY this shit. And that's kind of a big reason why I went out to the desert by myself. Because I'm like, this model works. I just need to be not, I don't know, ashamed of it anymore.
Well, I think it's like sometimes like good things come out of like constraints.
Yes.
That's what I think I'm finding.
Yeah,
you know,
finding
you're like,
that?
Well, just like trying to make little things. Like we did this little video
Yeah.
in Brisbane where we just
Tell
have
me
a little
more.
camera and we just kind of made some reels out of it. We did sort of a weird podcast
on the City Cat.
on the City Cat in Brisbane and just
Fuck
filmed
yeah.
it ourselves. Did take me a fucking ages to edit because I didn't set it up properly.
The
But
best was Sally texted me and going, I'll get this up this weekend. And then like a couple hours later, he's like, I'm putting up a video now. It's part 1 of 3 parts because this is way harder than I thought it would be.
What was hard about it? Was it the
I think the setup of it because I think
like the tech settings of the actual
I think because I
or the structure?
had like a clip of us in the studio talking about it.
Okay.
A clips of us kind of doing like walking around town.
Yep.
And then clips of us on the boat doing this kind of like chatting with our mates.
Yeah. Okay.
And the way I started that is just started putting it all together from the start.
Yep.
But instead I should have like put those three bits separately.
Yep.
Kind of fix them up how I wanted to and then merge them together. And like I think it's like the workflow is the hardest bit because you're like
It is.
and like I guess making clips and stuff like that, you're kind of like, fuck, what is the actual... I guess we didn't really have in mind what the end product was.
No.
And then I think during making it, I was like, oh, it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was like, it's 3 parts. It's 1 bit. And then next. Because I think I also realized we had all this footage.
Yep.
And I was like, well, I can't be 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, just purely by the fact that it's going on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
It was just like,
yeah.
it's got to be fit into the...
I did have a bit of a breakthrough because, like, normally this, you know, the thing I do out in the desert, which I don't, you know, full disclaimer, it's not really my dream job or anything. It's a way it's how I fund the stuff that I like doing.
Sure.
Whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
As we all have to do, you know, eat dirt or whatever to survive. But normally I would stay up all night doing this editing, even when I had somebody out there helping me. And I was just stuck in this rhythm of like, you go out, you have a whole day's worth of footage and you stay up all night, 8 hours selecting the best bits. And then you put them together to show on the big screen the next day.
Right.
This is the first time
okay.
I was like, hang on a second, I need to change the game. Otherwise I'm going to die because it's not possible. And I did it in 45 minutes and because I changed my strategy. I was like, I'm not going to do my classic process. I'm going to be very focused on like, I've got 45 minutes to find the gold rather than like sift through the sand. And also this is like shout out to Gemini for helping me with this. But it so helpful. And I got the whole thing done in 3 hours and I got 8 hours sleep.
Wow.
And I was shocked and I still am shocked. But also the thing I don't understand is I could have done that today because I've got to deliver more stuff today. But instead, like I was saying, I spent the whole day organizing my desk. I don't know.
That happens.
I'm
too.
recently having come out of that process as well. But you got to have a nice workspace.
You do.
And
It's
I mean, once
important.
it's done, it's good. But you've been making a lot of video stuff in the last little while too, Laura.
I don't know, a lot, a little.
Figuring it
I'm
out.
trying, guys. I'm trying hard.
But it's been going good.
I've been trying to make some clips.
Yeah,
some
I've seen 'em.
reels. Yeah,
I've seen them online.
Yeah, I just decided to just talk about stuff that I thought was funny. And people seem to like that. People seem to respond to that.
Some of this stuff is just getting out of your own way, isn't
Oh,
it?
truly.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think we've talked about, like, doing stand-up. You're like, oh, how do I talk about, like, weird stuff? Like, how do I talk about punk music at the Comedy Lounge? Or how do I talk about, Palestine on or whatever? And it's just like, actually, people just like hearing about things that they also think about and may have experienced, or maybe they've never been to a punk show, but they have a friend at work who likes punk music, and they go, "That's like that guy." Like, it's not this weird. Like, no one is so weird that like no one can relate to you at all.
Particularly online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have got like good responses from stuff that I made that was about, being in like punk subcultures in the past and like, being like friends with left-wing people and the funny things that we kind of do and say, but like trying not to make fun of that either because that is still my values or whatever, but just being like, isn't it funny how we can be a bit like dumb sometimes?
Oh yeah.
Hopefully that's received.
But I think because you are involved in it, or have been a part of it, you can make fun of it.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, for sure. Like I made this video that was like your friend who used to be punk and then, just talk like now they work at KPMG or whatever. And a lot of people were just like, oh,
They're
I feel
LinkedIn B2B person.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone was like, I feel attacked and la la la. And I'm like, no,
that's your problem.
Yeah, but also people who were saying that were my friends who were like, I don't know, work at a library or like, a post office. I'm like, you are still punk. Like, it's fine. You're still punk.
You can work at the post office.
Yeah, right. A punk's got to work,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the other thing too is like, I mean, since we started doing this again, like it's obviously just like created a lot of other things for you to use that aren't just clips from doing stand up. And I mean, like your Comedy Fest show being about punk music. I mean, one of the best things that you told me about that was some people in the crowd at one show being like, "Tell us more bands." Like, tell us about more bands.
Well, that was in the front bar at Cooper's Inn after the show.
Yeah,
where they were like, "You gotta tell us more what you like."
Yeah.
What do you? And then just got grilled. It was a lot like the name 5 bands.
Yeah,
kind of set up from.
But they weren't like punk people, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think they were. It was 3 women that couldn't get into Reuben K, so then came to see me.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, bit of a change up, I would say. But thank you for your money. I appreciate it.
Did they enjoy the show?
They had fun, and it was early. I think it was like the 3rd show I'd done. Or maybe even 2nd. So I did actually incorporate that feedback. That's the beauty of doing 12 shows in a row. You can really get a chance to tweak it.
Every piece of feedback's just added in. But no, I mean, like, I think making these videos and stuff has been like, it's just been very good for us with doing this, that it's like, well, other people are paying attention to different versions of it. And like making those little Brisbane videos got like so many people just watching it and sharing around just because I think it was different as well. Like, I think the other thing too that it's like good to do is just there's only so many versions of this video that you can have before someone's like stops engaging with it,
Totally.
Right. Yeah.
Before I got to start putting explosions at the front of the videos and stuff. But it is good to kind of know what the basic version of the things you can make is. Yeah, I always feel like I would always be like, well, I got to set this up and I got to have this camera and I got to have this, and it's like, oh no, you could just start. You could just start
it's so much better as well all of the time if you straight to
straight to the phone.
Truly, everyone's freaking out like God, it's not enough. But like really, like the stuff that we actually engage with and the stuff that's authentic and has energy and life to it. I mean, this is proper production is great, but a lot of the time it can become quite stale.
Yeah.
Oh, this is music to my ears. I only use the phone. I use the phone on front-facing camera all day. Let's go.
Not even switching to the back.
I know. You told me you got to switch to the back.
Because you think like what matters at the end of the day, people aren't like, oh, the lighting in this. It's like, am I having like a connection with this human, for whatever reason? I'm a huge advocate for that, especially like, I don't know, in recent years. Like, I think in the filmmaking community, they're very like, no, phones are bad, you need to do everything properly. But I think that's kind of bullshit and comes from a lot of it, like insecurity and stuff. I know in terms of like punk or whatever, as the ethos of like, just fucking use whatever you've got available. Yeah. And if all you have is a fucking phone, use your fucking phone.
Kids are going back again. They got the VHS. They got
whatever works.
Everything.
And also, whatever brings you joy, I think it's so important to make from a place of joy rather than obligation. Because you can feel the obligation, It's like you can't you hide, It's just like, but if you've got the joy in what you're doing, that I think people connect with that you can feel that,
Yeah, you can see some people put stuff up where you're like, yeah, look a bit dead behind the eyes making that clip.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Things your mum says when you come home from netball training number 603. Yeah, that kind of, yeah.
And it's so cynical. And it's like, and that stuff makes me sad and I really like disengage from that. But I don't know. I mean,
that's like that, the people who are just churning out that same content every week, like how like grinding on their soul must it be to be like, this week I got to get up a new tea towel on my head, my wife says this gag, like I have to every week I got to think of a new thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's like a job, right? Like at the end of the day, like I don't know. Do people get into making content online because they like love to create, or do they get into it because they like want to make it? It's a channel for something else, like getting money or followers or what?
I think it must be. I mean, I guess it would vary. It feels like maybe that at the start, and then kind of I guess eventually it's like, well, that worked. I guess I got to do that heaps.
Yeah,
Poison Chalice kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like comedy festival, I guess. Like some acts that we know now, like they make their entire wage from doing their festival shows, and then one year you're like, I don't want to do a festival show, but I can't afford to lose $70,000.
Yes.
I mean, not me, must be nice, but like, yeah, I feel that it's always that thing, right, where you do something you like, and then you can't just stop if you like it so much and you made it your job, and then you can't just go, oh, I'm sick of this now because.
Yeah, I got what I wanted out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why it's good to have like, the caravan festival. So you can just, that's your money, and then you can do whatever you want in the rest of the time,
Yes. I think about this a lot because I have kind of made peace with like how I make a living. Although I am actually starting for the first time to make money from stuff that is more aligned with what I actually do, which is pretty cool, which I think comes from having put a lot of time and effort, money into that over the years. But like I have made peace with like, I think this is a life I want to live if I can self-fund the stuff I want to make. Because again, like I see a lot of like cynicism like out there with people who are just like, oh, no one's giving me money to make the stuff I want to make. And like, it's a lot of negativity out there, and I don't know, maybe a lot of like entitlement, maybe of just like no one owes you shit. Like. And I feel good. Like I honestly find it easy, as hard as it is to go out to the desert for a week. That to me is easier than filling out like a grant,
Oh yeah.
Something. And it feels better as well because it's at the end of the day I don't have to like answer to anybody.
And you're still honing your skills.
And you're honing the skills
for
exactly.
Where it's in that example it's kind of good because you're not like, it's not so different to your But then I guess sometimes it's nice to have something that's very different to your creative side because it's very clear boundaries on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm day job during the day, but I think the stuff that I've gotten good at work, I'm only good at because of playing music for such a long time. Like I'm good at like organizing stuff because I've organized tons of band shit, and I'm good at scheduling because of touring, and I'm good, like all that stuff. I didn't, I've applied now to a job, but I definitely learnt from playing
creative
music.
stuff.
Yeah, and like, and I'm way kind of the same thing. Like I don't expect a record label to put out records for me anymore. Like I will just put them out, and I know like it's cool that I've done enough now that if I do something new, as long as it's not dog shit, but like if I do something new, I've got enough behind me that people will be interested in it, and it's cool that people listen to this, and there's a platform to talk about other things and stuff like that. But I'm, recently I was talking to a friend about like, record labels, for example, like not wanting to take a risk with a band. And like my sort of counter to that is like, well, why are you asking a record label to take a risk on it if you won't pay to take a risk on it? Like if you don't want to pay to put it out, why the fuck would a record label want to pay to put it out? Like, so you have to be willing to, if you can't get it done, then you have to do it, you know? And if you can't, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. You know, like that's
100%. Yeah. Yeah. Really.
What we're trying to say is don't follow your dreams.
Or get a day job that means you can afford to follow your dreams.
But also, I think take the pressure off the dreams as well. I think so many people are miserable because they're like, I want to be at this point in this amount of time.
Yeah.
Like one thing for me, I've realized for myself, it's like, I had to suck at this real bad for a long time to get to a point now where I'm like, I don't know, I feel confident in my abilities, you know, but that's like a good 20 years of sucking. And I learned that from like watching comedy, you know, of like everyone's up there every night getting up on stage and you're like, oh, you guys are putting in the work, you're putting in that work and you're getting better because you're putting in the work, but you can't avoid the work.
No, not at all.
They say it only takes 10 years to get good at comedy, though, not 20. I don't think I could take
20. I was 20 for filmmaking.
No, I think that's probably why part of what drew me to comedy is I thought it was easier than filmmaking, I'd say. I don't think I could do 20. I think I'd quit before that. I can see 10, like it's in my vision.
How far off are you?
I've gone past it.
Yeah, that's why you're ripped, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you're up there slinging gags.
And that's why I got you on, Laura.
Yeah, man.
Sally needed to gas up.
There it is. You got it.
Yeah, I mean, like I think same thing with the stuff that I've done. Like I think I'm so much, even though like a lot of the music that I might have played a long time ago is what some people like the most of what I've done. I know that the stuff I'm doing now, I probably like it more because I can use all the experience from that to, influence what I'm doing now. But I mean, I think the other thing too is like, sometimes you also just don't know what's going to happen as well. Like sometimes the second thing you might do might be the coolest thing in the world. And so like trying to plan and trying to like do all that stuff sometimes is kind of pointless, particularly in a creative pursuit, because you might like strike gold on something that you had no idea that was going to hit as well.
Totally. Yeah.
But,
well, I think a lot of it is just continuing to put out stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, process.
That's like the goal is to like, I feel like I hear a lot of people say like, the goal is just to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like I look at a lot of old flyers and I'm like, who was that person again? Like, like, there's a lot of names that just, you're like, fuck, I forgot about that person or,
But also like the creative pressure of like trying to, like another thing that comes up all the time in music stuff is like people being like taking fucking forever to write a record or taking ages to organize something because they're like trying to make the perfect version of it.
Yes. Yeah.
And like the hardest thing to get over, but I mean, really the only way to get over it is just by churning through stuff, really, is like some of the songs that I've like written that have been the ones that like connect the most with people are the ones I wrote like the day of going to record the record that I put the least thought into, and then they become like the single off the record. And then there's also been stuff where I've like busted ass for a year and it comes out and no one gives a fuck about it. And it's like, well, cool. On to the next thing then, I guess.
That's crazy. I didn't know musicians also had, I wrote this joke on the bus on the way here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys get sick of playing your old songs the same way that we get sick of saying our old jokes?
It kind of depends. Like it depends on the, for me with shows, it depends on the crowd. Like I've recently been playing, an old band of mine has been playing shows again, and it was very exciting for us to play old songs because we haven't played in a while. And so the older the songs we played, the better the response we got at the show, because I think it was like, some of those songs are nearly coming up to like 20 years old. So like it's getting to a point now where, I mean, there was older people there, but there was also like young people there who never got an opportunity to see us play that stuff. So that was fun. But I would say that the thing that's very similar with comedy with music is that like every record I write is the favorite record that I've written as I go. And I always think it's better than the one before it. But then after like 10 years, you might look back at it and go, oh, actually, it was the second one, or it was this part of this thing that was the best part. So I think it's kind of like, it depends where you are. Like, it's a time and place thing. But yeah, I mean, for sure, is if you're just regularly playing shows, at least for me, like, the new stuff is always the coolest stuff to play.
Yeah, you're always most gassed up about it.
Yeah.
Got to get that new bit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully, for sure.
Folks, that's all the time we have for today.
Wait, what the hell? What are all those questions you sent me?
What do you guys got coming? What do you have coming up soon?
Oh my God, I am going straight into the reason I have to get all these edits done, other than the fact that they're due, is like Sunday I start shooting I'm directing my next series.
Can you give us a hint on what it is?
It's called The Road to Canberra.
Cool.
Okay.
And it's only me. It's just like Tabitha. It's just me, Senator Belinda Greed, drag queen, liberal senator. I guess it's a political satire. It's like, and I'm treating it like a Sky News documentary of a fantasy.
Awesome.
Of a conservative liberal. And it's a road trip and that we're shooting over a week. I'm the only crew member. We've got a few weeks to turn it around. It'll be 1 hour's worth of stuff. So I'm going straight into that.
Awesome.
Which
Sick.
I'm really gassed up for. Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Who's playing the lead?
It is Nick. What's Nick's last name? I only know Belinda. I've got him saved in my phone as Nick Belinda. But so Nick created this character during the election.
How good.
And the AEC was like, you got to stop pretending to be an actual like candidate. You go to prison. Truly. So it's so and Albanese follows the account. It's like it's crazy stuff.
Thinking it's a real person.
Thinking it's a real person. And with the car we're gonna go in actually has Belinda's face on the side. So it's
incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm just like jumping in with like I've stopped planning. I don't really plan anymore. I just I call it like intuitive filmmaking, where I just turn up and I feel it out, no preconceived notions or whatever. So I'm just same approach with this. So yeah, really
that's kind of how
that.
I make my reels as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I just go down the park and I just go, wow. I just start riffing to myself.
Yes.
Front facing camera.
Fully. Just go, whatever comes up, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where can people find you?
Oh, on my Instagram page. Oh, and Dirty Power Studios, which is my production company. Either or.
We'll have to get you back on to talk about that again.
Oh, which one? The Road to Canberra?
No, the Dirty Power.
Oh, Dirty Power. DIY, baby.
Yeah.
God.
Check that out.
Check that out. And check out Hotels. That's my latest thing I have out. Improvised web series. Speaking of improvisation. Yep. I'm proud of that one. It is, sorry, I know we're supposed to be finishing, but like what you're saying about perspective, you know, and you're like, because how do you know if it's like the work, you know, like you could be really proud of something and then people won't respond to it. And then a year later you look back and you're like, oh, I guess that kind of sucked. Or vice versa, you know?
Yeah.
Like I see it with like Kate, like my partner at the moment. She's like, fuck, this song fucking sucks. You know, but I'm listening to it and the audience is like, this is fucking great. I'm like, well, maybe you don't know. Maybe it's not even up to you.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I just wanted to say that. Anyway. What's coming up for you?
Oh, for me, I'll just be in Melbourne this week, just doing some spots. Then I'll probably go back to Sydney, do some spots. No big projects for me. Don't ask me to do a gig in September. I'm taking the month off.
Spring.
Do not hit her up.
Springtime.
Do not ask me. I need to reset and recalibrate.
Well, this will come out towards the end of September. So if you're listening to this, get ready.
I'm back. I'm going to come back as a drag queen playing a Liberal politician. Where did she get that idea? No, but if people want to follow my Instagram, I'd love that. It's Laura Coleman.
Laura Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, check it out. What do you got going on?
When this comes out, I'll have the I Exist show in Canberra on October 24. What else have I got coming up? Aguilar's playing in Canberra as well. Playing twice in Canberra on October 3rd. And then I Exist playing in Sydney on November 28th. Yeah, I think that's it.
Great.
Yeah, so a bunch of shows. How about you, Ben?
Come to Bendigo Comedy Fest October 4th at 8 p.m. I'm going head to head with Lizzie Who, so I need you. Come along, and then show in Geelong that I
You can
probably need to
never
check in.
Remember the day.
Probably should check in if I'm actually still doing that festival. But yeah, I'll be doing that.
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you both.
Thanks so much
thanks.
That was great.
Us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Normally I say that after we stop recording.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.